Welcome back to BUSN2039 International Business Management. This is the introduction to Module 8, International Business Strategy. And again, it's Greg Fisher doing the presentation. So what are our key ideas? What are we going to look at this week? At the end of this module, students should be able to do the following things. Discuss how nations become competitive. That's background knowledge. Some of you would have already done that in international business context. Define international strategy and identify and describe the reasons, the motives firms pursue international diversification. Identify and describe generic international business level strategies, and then move on from that to look at international corporate level strategies, the international strategy, multi-domestic, global, and transnational. Those four things are driven by two dimensions: the need for synergy and the need to respond to local markets. And synergy is more than just cost reduction. It's maybe getting different parts of the organization to work together. We're going to identify the risks of international diversification and how we can deal with those risks. Identify the potential positive outcomes of international diversification in the strategic context, and then linking it back to strategy as a whole. We're going to discuss the linear strategic management process and the organizational and management issues that flow from that. How international strategy development is influenced by the strategic goals of the organization, and how the strategic goals of the organization influence international business strategies. So what do you need to do this week? Look at this introductory video. Look at the lecture video, look at the lecture slides, read Chapter 8. Attend Tutorial 7, which you would have prepared for last week. Complete the third forum activity. It's not the third forum activity, I'm sorry. It's the 7th forum activity before the next tutorial. And in the tutorial itself, we're going to have some discussion questions and a case presentation. So you need to prepare for both of those. On this slide and on the Flow website, it tells you exactly what you need to do. Again, if there's no group doing the case presentation, we'll have either rescheduled the negotiation exercise, or we'll use a case from one of the other face-to-face groups, or an interactive activity, one of the three, just to keep ourselves in line with what's happening with the face-to-face group. So some last thoughts. Strategy is important. Strategy is important, as is planning. Strategy and structure flow from each other. International business strategy, the strategy at business level and at corporate level, are driven by issues within the context of the organization and issues within the internal organizational operations, the internal organization's goals. And it's important to align the development of international strategy with the organization's overall strategy, but there are choices that you need to make within that context. Just to flag what we're doing in the next week's module, we're going to be looking at market entry methods, maximizing our operational, the benefits of strategy through the ways we operationalize our operations internationally, where we run our operations internationally, which again needs to align with this strategy week. Okay, enjoy the module. I'll see you next week.